And here we go. Hey, how's it going? So, we're all live and stuff, finally. Webcam problems dealt with. So, want to get right into it? You guys want to talk about something? What's what?
Yeah, let's jump. Feet first.
Let's do it. We're already in trouble anyway.
I just want to put my toe in, actually, not feet first.
Okay.
Feel it first.
No, just dive in.
No.
If you put your toe in first, I think you might stub it. Okay, so let's start with what happened last week in the whole fun pregame. So, did we encounter any new factions?
No.
I think you encountered animals and shit. Did you resolve any contacts? I think you got your resolve for contacts last week,
Yeah,
Paul.
I don't have any more contacts. I've killed them all.
Yeah.
After we nuked Minha. Yeah.
Did you make any new contacts? Not unless you compose them from the pieces. And were any of them essential contacts? I do not think so either.
We subdued a guy.
We did. And then he tried killing us.
No, that was before we subdued him.
Right. Okay. That's fair.
Yes. Okay. So, achievements. Everybody gets one charge. I think this might be knocking some people's charge to max right now.
Hey, I have one charge.
Yay.
You get one automatically.
I know. I had 0.
Oh, yeah, so did I.
Look at us. We're using our tools.
Look at that. You are using your tools. Okay.
I wasn't there too.
So, Mr. Liam Carter, you can only take 5 charge. Or take 4 charge maximum. That's the capacity of your reactor.
That's a lot, still.
Just throw it into the ship.
So you have your... Yeah. So right now you can't gain any more charge, so you can put it on the ship if you want.
Sure.
Which is also maxed. So
Oh.
there you go.
Does it have overcharge?
It also has overcharge.
Ooh.
So next time you do any task with the ship, you have to use your charge. Likewise, for yourself, you have to use a charge. Okay, so turmoil. No, we didn't really change or alter the status quo of the world in a particular way. Taking drive. Did you take a risk for your drive? So, what drives do we talk about here? Audie, you're at the top of my
really.
list.
I guess I went and made sure that Minho was dead.
Yeah, I don't know if that was really a risk for your drive.
Sure. Yeah, no, it wasn't really a risk, I guess. Well, I mean, there were those flesh-eating scarabs.
Well, it turned out badly going there, but I don't think... Is that why you guys went there? If it is, then go ahead, take a charge. I don't
No,
care that
that's-
much. I can burn it up.
No, we
in
went to
time.
loot bodies.
Yeah, you could figure out a way to make me burn it.
We went for profit, not for revenge.
Okay, so next... Craig, did you take a risk for your charge? Curious, I think you did. We talked about it last week. You guys went over there and did a bunch of tasks exploring these dog statues that you didn't really need to explore in any way. And that was a risk. And finally,
I got a fern.
Sequoia.
Yeah, you got a fern. I would argue I did because we decided not to just instantly murder that Marquis de Rue guy. We're going for freedom here.
That's a drive for freedom.
We rescued him.
Sure.
We did rescue him, yeah.
If you didn't use your drive, you can change it. By the way.
No, I have had this drive this entire time, and I think this is what is ultimately driving my character.
I think it explains why you are half like blue cedar on one side and half redwood on the other. Okay, cool. If you didn't resolve any contacts. Victory, did you complete one or more of your
Yes.
one or more terms of your contact last section?
Did we?
Of our contracts, I believe we did at least
got
part of
samples.
it. We got that sample, yeah. The fern.
I don't know if that's actually a full term though. Let me look.
Yeah, we didn't complete it.
Also, technically, we have evidence of Minha.
You already had that.
Sample indicating a habitable world.
Yeah. Okay, you did.
Uh-huh.
So anybody who still has room on any of the things can
Definitely.
take a
Totally
charge.
wasn't the reason why I went for the fern before we got attacked by the dogs.
100%.
Okay, next is breach. You didn't breach any, and there was no retirement thing. So, finally, training. So, you may change one of your specialties inside its department, or move one of your trained to an untrained. Is there any skills you wish to change? And let's review what we did last time. So, you guys tried to examined some bodies, found some scarabs eating some dudes, fought them, fell out of ships, got sucked back into ships, landed, dropped your ship on yourself, which was great, and then decided to go explore these strange statues, which turned out to be a odd species of multi-limb, kind of like dog-like animals that during the day are made of stone, and during the night are vicious attacking scavengers. Predators. I don't remember which one they are.
Yep. It's
Predators, yes, they are predators. So, if you think that something will help you with the combat you're entering as we speak, it might be a thing to do.
I am going to switch analysis for melee.
Analysis for melee.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Can you do that? Oh
Can
yeah,
I
you
not?
can. You can totally do that.
They're in this. They're all in ops.
They are an ops, so you can do it. You could, yeah. Could have also pulled out of. Likewise, Audie, you can pull out of arcade vehicles into something else like melee as well, if you like.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. I've been meaning to get rid of that arcade vehicle. Sounded so cool, but never used it.
I'm sure there'll be just a ton of arcade vehicles, like, in
Yeah.
5 seconds, and you're going to be like, damn you!
Yeah.
I'm just saying
Flying
you can do
around.
that sort of thing, too.
Right.
You can move around one of your trained as well. I'm not
Okay.
sure what you'd
I'm
want
gonna
to
do that. And put it in.
Do you want me to delete the arcade vehicle one for you?
Please, thank you. Remind me one more time, leisure domain. I can't remember.
Sleight of hand, movement
Oh,
of
that's-
objects,
Right.
hand-eye coordination stuff.
And martial arts is no weapon, melee's weapon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, put it in melee.
They're both fighting people.
Different ways.
And Craig is going to move code to bio. Okay,
There. Audie, you should be able to see arcade vehicles is now gone.
It is gone. It's like magic.
Okay, and finally, Captain Liam Carter, are you wanting to do any of these movements of skills around?
No, I don't think so.
No?
Look at my... Yeah.
So you're really good at all the stuff you think you're about to do, like flying ships and stuff like
Oh
that?
no, I'm terrible, but there's not really much I can...
Well, you can move a point from endurance into graph drive.
I could.
You can move a point from ledger domain into that. You can move a point of planetology into that if you wanted.
Let's get rid of planetology. Put it in crap drive.
Would you like me to do that for you?
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, we don't need to know about planets when we're on one.
Yeah, who needs to know about the planet you're on?
I know what a planet is.
It's a big rock, and we usually live on them. Except when we don't, because we just travel through space.
Yes. Okay, look at that. And you can also move one of your trained around, so I don't know if there's any... Like, you could move from, say, mechatronics into pulse projection if you wanted, Liam.
Sure.
Or you could move from one of your social skills into that, like economy into pulse projection or biosciences, if you'd like.
No, I'm okay.
Okay. We're all good then?
Good night.
Okay. So what were you doing last week?
You asking me or the group?
I am asking the captain what he was doing while everyone was off scavenging bodies and such.
It was his time of the month. He was laying his eggs.
Does your
Fair
species
enough.
lay eggs? What species are you?
Nice.
A lattice, if I remember correctly.
Angel. Space angel.
Space angels.
Space angels.
Angel eggs. Let me look at a lattice.
And I'm not gonna let.
You heard it here, folks. Angels lay eggs.
I'm not gonna let,
Confirmed.
I'm not gonna let Craig anywhere near them.
That's a good
You lay
idea.
eggs. Okay.
All he wants to do is know what they taste like.
I'm not
Craig?
gonna let you eat my children.
Okay, so you were literally laying your eggs. We can do that. That's the thing. You can totally do that.
There we go.
So you come out after a period of time of laying. Can you roll 2d10 for me?
I certainly can. $16.
Lovely. So you come out after quite a time of laying 16 eggs. And they look like they're white and like kind of rocky, calcified, like just these white powdery eggs.
Oh my gosh.
And you lay them in the corner of your chamber or something? Like, did you make yourself a cat box? Like, how did you do this?
Oh my
I
gosh.
just right in the middle of the room.
Right in the middle of the room.
I didn't have time to get into bed, so it was just like right.
How are we gonna deal with eventually 16 essentially clones of you? That's the real question.
No, there's probably some sort of mutative strategy that his species has that we can discuss at a later time. But yes, so for now you have 16 eggs kind of laid in the middle of your room. Maybe they're covered in something. Maybe you turned up the heat of the room. I don't know, but you're probably keeping them warm.
I put a
right?
blanket over them before I left. I'm not that bad at that.
You look like a
Wait.
terrible, terrible father.
With a note that says, no Craig's allowed.
Yeah.
Maybe during the laying of eggs you molt your feathers, and so you get this big pile of feathers covering them.
Ooh.
So there's this big pile of black feathers, and you have a lot of nice, beautiful, brand new feathers, kind of a little stumpy and
I like
nice
that,
and shiny.
yeah.
They don't have the buildup of like the calcium powder that tends to kind of get on them. And then there's like these white eggs and these black feathers sitting in the middle of your room, of the joint room, because you guys do not have your own suites.
Ah, you've been
Oh, the
busy.
captain's room, right? Is it?
No, there's no captain's room. You guys kept saying that. I don't want to interrupt or contradict you, but there is, if you look on your sheet, you have a quarters that fits 6 people. The captain basically took over to lay his eggs. No one else has a place to sleep right now.
I think we all just kind of assumed because it made sense on a corporate made ship that whoever's in charge has like their own special room because
You'd have to put in a suite. It would cost you. You decide
It's
where
true.
it is. You can put one in next time. You totally can. But you do not currently.
Yeah, we'll put the captain in the cargo hold.
No, I'll just keep rubbing all the.
There's a reason Sequoia basically just lives in the cockpit.
You guys have a stinky ass ship, man.
I actually laid my eggs in Sequoia's bed, just because I knew she wouldn't use the bed.
Exactly. It's not
There
an
you
issue
go.
for her.
So you popped a squat on this tiny little bed.
Yep.
Your massively tall body. As you laid
So
many
tiny
eggs.
blankets to cover my.
It was a
my
power
large
move.
eggs.
Wrong.
Excellent. So you're doing this,
Excellent.
and it takes like quite a period of time, a couple hours, and the crew is gone somewhere when you come out of your egg laying mode of operandi. Your
I'm angry because I didn't get more, so you never all left me. And now I'm all emotional.
yeah, pretty much. Okay, so
ready to rip some heads off.
What do you? So the crew's
This is
gone.
awesome. No, let's keep going with it. I like this.
You guys left a message, right?
I'm gonna burn something.
Yes. Definitely left a message.
So you have what? A couple different messages on your pan from the crew that you were probably too busy. You're probably shut it all down because you're laying eggs.
Well, they're big eggs.
Dell was giving you the breathe instructions.
Yeah.
Captain.
You are the captain.
I'll get you through this.
Yeah. So Dell's like this little kind of cute, cute boy. He's probably a human boy. Probably you don't really know a lot about humans. Probably around the age of 18, young looking with pink hair and stuff. Kind of runs around and just acts as your OS, your ship. So he's giving you these breathing instructions. He's finally finished. Kind of downloads for you care of your egg species stuff. All the stuff that you basically asked to.
It's playing me Anastasia and Enya.
And you have a message that says, "Gone out, Craig," who doesn't even give you a location. Sequoia, what's your message say?
Sequoia actually has a video with this because she wanted him to be prepared. Be like, "Hey, Craig, stop. First of all, hey, Captain, we're out. We went over to the place we basically nuked from orbit. We're gonna check out, go loot the place, see what's around there, that kind of thing. Audie was especially anxious to do it, so meet us there. We'll probably still be there, but we'll have our sensors off because, Makita Ru's still around. Don't want them going and ruining the party. Yeah, get over here when you can."
So what he means by that is the tachyon comms. You got different levels of comms. You have comms that are just using regular, the way that they're internally wired along space-time. It uses just 0-point energy to transmit information and stuff. Create your pan. That works only to the size of, your ship. At further distance, you need to use tachyons, which cover the entire system. So they were worried if they had these on that they could be traced, which they could have. Remember, I think you or somebody else tried to do that the session before and had a hard time. Yes.
Better believe it.
Because you thought you might be trying to trace the people who lived on the planet. In reality, you were trying to trace the people aboard a stealth Marquita Ru carrier. Paul, did you leave a message as well?
No.
Okay, so what are you going to do, Captain? Are you gonna?
That's a very good question.
You could probably walk there in a couple hours. You could fly there in a couple rounds of combat rounds, a couple seconds, about 20 seconds, 40 seconds, depending on how quickly you come slamming out of the water and destroy the environment.
But by flying, do you mean his actual wings or the ship?
I meant the ship. If you want to fly, you could get there a little bit faster in a couple hours. But it's actually really hard, so you won't get there moving much faster because it is a high gravity environment.
That's right.
Yeah, I guess I'll just use the ship then. Yeah.
Your species is from, if I look quickly, a low gravity environment. That is you can fly at standard gravity. Otherwise, you're not considered a flyer because most people can kind of fly on low gravity. But your people were developed on a low gravity world, and that's one of the reasons flying became a thing. It's listed on your species sheet that I happen to have open.
Mm-hmm.
All I can think about is that episode of Futurama where they have to make the delivery of pillows to the high gravity planet, and the pillows are so incredibly heavy that they can't get to their
Yes.
Sorry.
The true scientific rigor of Futurama.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Let's just load them all onto the same thing at once.
I'll go sit in the very tiny pilot seat and.
You can control the ship from any seat
No,
you wish.
I want to specifically sit in Sequoia's tiny seat.
I don't think you fit. You're massive. You're slim,
Well,
but
I mean,
massive creature.
Didn't we?
One cheek.
Also, didn't we establish that the seats were adjustable? so
They
it doesn't
are
really
adjustable.
matter?
I mean, he just straddles it. He's just
He
like
just
trying to be
laid some eggs. His figure's never going to be the same, guys. Take it easy. That's just how it is.
Yes. You are a little bit skinnier, perhaps. Okay. So, you get in there and you're going to fly over there, okay? Is that what you're doing? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So, meanwhile, we cut back to a giant stone dog leaping on... Who was it again? I think it was
would be
Sequoia.
me.
So, Sequoia, this very small wooden boy who really wants to be real. Girl. I
She's
can't
very-
tell.
Believe me,
She's a little
very-
wooden.
She's very real. Believe me.
Okay.
I'm a real girl.
She was in our imagination the whole time.
Son of a bitch.
I rolled to
She's
disprove
real
it.
in my heart.
Anyway,
So you're being left upon by one of the dogs. The other dog is coming at you guys from behind. I believe there were two. Yes.
Is it like a dog leaps on you to lick you? Or the other kind?
No, it's a dangerous
It's a
predator
hostile-
gets interrupted in the middle of
Yeah.
this sort
Slumber.
of.
Is slumber?
And another one is coming out from the brush cover. And
I scratch it behind it.
another is coming out where you didn't notice them before, across from a slightly further distance. All converging upon you.
Good thing I brought a stick,
Craig-
guys.
Craig gets a
stick in
ball.
my pocket.
Throws it.
Throw it.
So, in reality, what do you do?
let's see. It's jumping on me. Gun or sword? They're actually the same for me because I put points into melee. So we're gonna pull a Pacific Rim and just have sword.
Are you going to do a bunch of ridiculously pointless
Don't do
posing
anything,
first?
Pacific Rim, please.
Obviously, there's a transformation sequence and everything. No,
Okay,
just
you're dead.
lightsaber. No, it's just lightsaber basically.
Okay, so you swing at it. Are you going first? Cool. Let's do some
Sure.
attacking then.
All right. This is
I
an
don't have a
important
needle.
question. Can I tag agile?
I think you can
Can
attack.
you tag
You-
agile?
Can I? Yeah.
Oh, let me look at what agile says next to
Like
it.
fudge?
Hmm?
I didn't know we could tag things.
Tag it as in like use it, like use
He
a
means
charge on it.
use the charge on it. It's a
Oh,
term
okay.
for in another game that is
Yeah, I
kind of
gotcha.
appropriate to this one. Okay, so agile is fastest, quick legs, many limbs, or rolling ability, enhanced locomotion. Agile is quick reflexes, twitch nerves, or live, like enhanced agility. Yeah, you could use it if you want.
Cool. I will definitely use that then for melee, because otherwise it's gonna be bad. So I'm
Okay.
gonna use a charge to get the bonus from it, which is 2, I think.
It is all the natural stuff is 2.
Awesome. And then what is the difficulty?
The difficulty, as you're being attacked by the whole horde, this
Oh.
is just one stock creature, so it's not so bad. It's
Okay,
4.
That's good. It's 4.
Oh, but it's a
okay.
predator. Sorry, so it's 5.
Oh, I'm okay. Cool. Great. Let's see how this goes, people. Hey, 2 successes.
Wow, look at that! And you rolled 3 2s and you still succeeded. That's
Yeah.
impressive. Okay.
Desperation leads to heroism.
Desperado.
Success.
Leads to success. Yes.
It wasn't desperate.
Well, I mean,
If you would have
Desperate-
rolled 2, then it would have been desperate.
You're gonna see
desperation on Sequoia's part, not desperation mechanically.
There's only the mechanics. Okay, so you are going to do 3 damage.
Yeah. Stab, stab,
Um,
stab.
There's no, unless you can do more. Yeah, you're not going to upgrade this. I don't think. I don't think you actually have charge blade anyway. So
I do not. I have nothing in multi-tool. This is not what I
you're
I'm
just
here for.
using it natural.
This is why I should be the.
Yeah, please,
My
Captain. You're probably like an amazing duelist or something. I don't know.
Yes, it was ironic that you are good at ground operations, and as soon as we go on a ground operation, you go and have eggs.
Look,
Okay.
he's just very
Out of
nervous.
control when it happens. It's just just does.
Who is going next?
Craig wants to climb it.
What the hell does that even mean?
Climb it?
Climb what?
Climate?
The dog.
Everything.
Is it bigger than you?
It was
Yeah, they're
supposed
big
to be a
statues,
huge
right? They
statue,
were.
wasn't it?
Well, I mean, they're not statues anymore.
They looked kind of like statues. They were actually, they just have a kind of a rocky exterior that gets solid at night. But you want to climb them. To do what?
You,
Ride them?
well, he's basically wanting to get on top of it to
Stab it.
stab in more vulnerable place.
Stab it.
Oh, okay, so you're stabbing it,
Fair
and
enough.
you're climbing on top of it.
Or
Cool.
shoot. Whatever.
That's the name of
Shoot.
my new band.
Bing, bing.
Stab it.
Okay.
Because I always go for the head, right?
Exactly.
Sure.
Unless you can go for the
With a
jetpack.
knife?
Look,
So
we have a
you
lightsaber,
clamber
that's
up
dangerous.
on it, and you're attacking it with your melee weapon. So
Actually, I think I'd shoot it because that's probably what I do better.
I think, isn't it like this round you could attempt to climb, but it wouldn't be till next round to be able to stab it, maybe?
No, so every task is like kind of a complex action. A task can include repositioning inside a zone or movement of one zone. So they're all converging on your zone currently, so there's not really a requirement for movement. The difference between melee and away weaponry pulse projection is you can have range with away weaponry. He could back off to another zone and shoot it. If you're in the same zone, you can still shoot as long as you're not like directly grappling. Like Sequoia didn't really have a choice between the two because they were jumping on his face. So
You're in the same zone, don't throw a grenade. That's all I
you haven't made one of those yet.
guess.
Okay, so you want to do? You were talking about climbing on it and attacking it with your melee weapon. Is that what you want to do? Because you just said something about shooting it.
Okay, so you cannot shoot.
You
when
can
you're on
back.
top.
You can just step back and shoot it. It's not attacking you personally right this second. So
Okay.
It will be.
Then I will straddle it and start attacking it from up there.
Yeah.
okay, so you leap upon it like an alien from Aliens
Ride that.
Yeah.
and stab it with your blade.
Going for the eye.
A hero, dude.
New World Rodeo.
For someone who only gets 2 dice in total for this is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I like it.
You can use your disruptor targeter if you wish
Okay.
to gain an
Didn't
extra.
have to. Can I use climber?
Climber.
I see what you did. I see what you did.
Don't know if that really helps with the combat aspect to it.
Oh.
It helps you climber around on it, but I don't know if it really helps with that. Does that make sense? Really?
Yeah, basically I was thinking I was doing 2 rounds with this, just like Adi was saying.
Oh no, we have in the game. It's more of a complex action, so you move and jump like everything's moving while you do it, kind of things. So
Okay.
you would definitely get that bonus if you're trying to climb him or a tree or something. They're not that much bigger than, especially they're not
thought
bigger
they were
than
a lot bigger.
Okay, so they are 0.8 meters in length, and they're technically small. So they were small statues.
Oh.
I can understand that you thought they were massive. They are not.
Yeah, I thought they were.
Yeah. They're not actually that much bigger than me. Weird.
Were we getting some Mandela effect going on here? Because I thought, for some reason, I thought you said something that made me think that they were big.
No.
I also thought they were larger statues, but
Yeah, I guess that happened. Sorry about that. But no, they are statues, but they're not. They look like statues, like dog
They're
statues. But I didn't say they were
statuettes.
massive. 0.8 meters is pretty big.
Okay, yeah, I thought they were big.
Okay, so
Sorry.
I will let you change. What
I
do
mean,
you?
I thought they were like giant.
No,
Not your fault.
Okay.
they're pack hunting.
Okay, so yeah, then
animals.
that is nowhere near as bad as I thought it was.
Are they bipedal, or do they have? Are they like four-legged?
They're six-limbed.
Quadrupedal.
6 limbs.
Oh. Why?
Sexpedal?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or hexpedal? One of the two.
So because he had such luck with this before, he is going to attempt to grapple the thing.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that
It's
is
called-
definitely a martial arts test.
Yep. And it's going to be bad.
And you
the
cannot
rat.
use your weapon. And you don't have natural armor. And fast only works for like movement over like actually moving a distance. So you basically have to use just martial arts straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Difficulty 4, but you get an advantage of 1 because you're concentrating on the same target the Sequoia is.
Fun. Okay, then let's see how good this 2 versus 4 is.
3 versus 4.
Oh, 3 versus 4.
You get an advantage of 1. Sorry, you don't get your desperate action.
Nice.
There we go.
Wow. See,
Yeah.
that's how you roll dice, people. You
Uh-huh.
see that?
Yeah, you press a button.
And then you get all the successes despite the odds. It's that easy. I don't understand. Okay, cool. So,
We've been getting it so wrong this whole time.
It's only because we had really bad rolls last session.
Well, I mean, he is
Charming.
definitely going to try and do the same thing he did to the other prisoner.
What was that? I don't remember.
you're punching it. Last time
no,
it was
no,
a biosciences
Yeah.
test.
He's basically wanting to see if he can put this one to sleep, too.
Yes.
So you are currently punching him or grabbing him or trying to twist his
Grappling.
arm or whatever,
Yes.
grappling. So you do 1 point of damage, which, due to the way slots work, basically immobilizes, and one of them is basically kind of going down. Paul, what are you doing?
So where am I? Where am I? Am I was in the same area? as they
You
were?
were
right
all
there
kind
where
of
we're at.
gathered around one of the statues
Right.
and looking
You
down
took a
at it, and
sample of it.
scanning it, taking samples and stuff. When all of a sudden one woke up and attacked Sequoia, and the others are all coming from different directions to attack you.
So I'm gonna turn my focus on the ones coming at us to attack us, while they take care of those ones.
Okay, yeah, I mean they're all like basically considered like a group combat
Okay.
thing. So
Then I attack them. Like
Ooh.
hard. Like
hard.
Like yeah.
That's very descriptive. How are you attacking?
I'm gonna use my.
That's how you were feeling, man.
If they're not immediately, I don't want to move towards them. I want to have them come to me. So if they're not on me yet, I want to use my away weaponry before I have to melee.
Yeah, you can shoot it unless it like directly attacking you this round. So they were attacking Sequoia this round. So
Sweet.
you can definitely shoot it.
Pew pew.
So difficulty is 4.
Okay. I can leave that. Alright. 4. I don't want to roll. Everyone's rolled so good. This is going to be bad.
Yes, you are not good at this.
Oh!
Or you can just charge your reactor and
Yeah, I will.
succeed.
That was already overcharged.
I will.
Two 10s.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
so let's look at your if you have a charged pulse. So currently you are doing 5 points of damage.
Yeah.
So if you look on your own character sheet, you will see what that does. That will take out a resilience. It will take out integrity. Oh, okay. So if you could do 1 more point of damage, you could totally take out the last 2, but you cannot because you can only do unless you spend twice. No, that's still not going to be enough because you're 5
No,
going to
I-
make it 6.
Okay.
7. You'd have to get to 8. Okay, so you just blast this thing that's coming towards you.
Yeah. That would have felt good. It would have felt better if they were actual dice rolling. I'd have done
Okay, so all these creatures leap on you leaping towards Sequoia. They just get sliced and cut and grappled and thrown and blasted, and they're scrambling around like they're like some of them are just kind of disabled, like they're not unable to fight, and one of them is still pretty much alive and functioning well, and it is trying to run away, and the others who are are following with it.
No mercy.
I'm keeping my puppy.
Liam, what are you doing?
I think I'm just flying.
So,
around.
are you just going to fly there, or are you going to stealth the ship, or are you just going to fly there?
I would just fly them, but how do I know where they are?
You were told where they were by Sequoia.
I gave you coordinates. I wouldn't
Oh,
You
listen.
have coordinates.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so you kind of rise quickly out of the water and go flying across the landscape, and you see the launch and a big and a small crater and some compression marks from where ships have landed and stuff, and this group of small, like jackal-sized creatures running away from your crew, who seem to be basically in combat right now.
Oh, okay.
So you flew this round. There's no reason to roll dice on that. Okay. So, what do you guys want to do? They're running away. You see your ship coming towards you at high speed. And
They're running away.
they're running away.
Should we let them go?
Shoot
Yeah,
them down.
let him run.
I'm gonna make for the ship. I don't want to deal with these things.
Kill them.
They're running away.
Craig got his
No mercy.
prize. He's fine.
You can go and you can go and chase them if you want. Sequoia has no
See.
idea did that.
I'm staying right. We don't have to run, but we don't have to chase them. I don't want to chase them, but I don't know why we have to run.
So you guys, are you all just kind of
Figure
backing
speech
towards
is
your
fine.
launch, or just kind of holding your ground and letting them leave?
Let's just hold our ground.
Okay.
There's
So-
a dead one, right? So we can.
Okay, so you just all stand there then? Is everyone in agreement? Or does someone have a different
Start
idea?
backing up towards the launch with the creature.
I want to loot the body.
Like I said, they're disabled, but that means because it's a group kind of creature, it's just the
Okay.
whole thing is kind of leaving.
So we have to kill all of them to be able to take
Yeah.
a sample or something.
Usually, I sometimes let you have halves, but I'm judging
Okay.
this time. It
No,
would
that's
make more
fair.
sense the other
That's
way.
fine.
You already took a sample of it. That's what woke it the fuck up. Remember?
Was it?
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I thought I was holding one down.
Well, I'd probably.
No,
be
you
mad.
had grappled it and stuff, but it's running, and you're kind of if you want to go with it, you can.
Bye, Greg.
Does anybody stop him from trying to grab it again?
No, you're kind of holding on to it, so you can release it and let it go. It is smaller than you, or you can kind of let it
it's not
drag you
released.
along.
He wants a rock dog, apparently.
I say let him have him.
Sure. I don't care.
I'm gonna watch this.
As long as he takes care of
We
it,
should probably clear
whatever.
Yeah. You take care of it the second you don't.
He's already thinking about names.
Okay, so if you're going to try to tame this thing or get it to allow you to capture it, we can do that as a test if you want.
Let's see how this works.
Yeah, do it.
You are mine now.
Okay, so this is a biosciences agriculture test.
Oh, you're good at that, aren't you?
He's not bad at it.
Okay.
You better be.
Did some time on the farm, that kind of thing.
A little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna say this is it's fast, so it's trying to leave quickly. It's a predator, and it normally be 1. I'm gonna say because it's a predator, it gets like a +3 on this. So 5 difficulty. Predators don't like to just roll over for random squids.
So, what am I rolling here?
And at this point, you will have captured it in some way, but you're not gonna like. It's not gonna be like your faithful hound.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
It will just kind of be cowed like a predator would be, and you can kind of maneuver it around if you wish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're rolling biosciences, agriculture.
Do we have any cages?
Nope, you can make
Yeah.
one.
Oh, okay. We can make.
Let's domesticate it.
You can make
We have-
one or trinket or
We
something.
probably have like boxes. I don't
You
know.
do have boxes. You have many boxes. You could just poke holes in basically one of the big, huge trailer boxes.
Okay, agriculture. No advantage. 5, right?
Yeah.
No tools to help him wrangle this thing.
I don't think so. Unless he can come up with something. He could have incubated stuff, but he doesn't really have a good biochem kit, so...
Put the plasma thing to his head and just be like, away!
Okay. Good time.
Accurately.
Dog actually rips your head out.
-4 successes, you say?
I just wanted to make sure we got that.
That's a feat within
somehow.
itself.
Yeah, we had to go on both sides of the spectrum. We just had 5 successes, go -4 successes.
Just as impressive, actually.
The world's again is in balance. I mean, he didn't get a
Okay.
single
Huh.
success on those 10s, which did not help.
I think it bites you, dude.
Aw.
You're gonna
Yeah.
take, so describe your attempt to, secure this creature, and I'll tell you how you take 5 points of damage.
Basically, he was just trying to wrestle it to the ground.
Okay, so you just grapple this thing, and you're like, you're gonna submit, or whatever, right? You're just like wrestling it, and it bites you. It tears a chunk out of you, or perhaps your armor or something. Okay, so here's the issue. It's 5 points of damage. Each level of combat armor takes 3 points of damage.
He's dead.
So you do have 2 levels of outer shell combat armor, and you will have to basically replenish those if you want to use them.
And those cost regular surprise, correct?
They cost 1 supply each, yeah.
Okay. So, I guess that's what we're going to do.
Okay, so you just click on them, on the little shields, to show that they're used. Okay, so you grapple them, and it just digs its teeth into your outer shell of your EVA suit, spins around and scratches at you, and just bolts with the rest. And so they're running.
Bastard.
Huh.
You just basically totally got mauled by this dog.
And now I have teeth samples.
Makes
You
it
can attempt to take a C sample if you want.
Mhm.
Do you want to try to take a sample of that? Meanwhile, let's go to other people's next turns. So the creatures are running. They've moved away. You're decided not to chase them. And the ship is over top of you.
Yet. Craig, what are you doing?
Captain Carter,
That's me.
you are currently busy flying the ship. You did not stealth it, right?
Nope.
Okay, could you roll a perception alertness for me, please?
Oh,
Certainly can.
And the difficulty of this? You can use the ship's sensors.
Yeah, go on.
What?
I said, yeah, go on. I will.
Yeah, I think you have to. Actually,
Okay.
use the ship sensors. Yeah, you have overcharge, so click off that overcharge and use... Oh. You'll have to spend 2. You also have to spend 1 charge and use survey sensor or multi Or range compensator, you can use whichever one, the same thing. You get 1 die for that. And the difficulty is, I'm just looking up the ships.
Am I rolling with the 2 advantage because I'm using the overcharge in the ship and my overcharge?
No, you get the advantage based on how many dice is in the mod. It just costs 2 to use something you don't have. So you basically have to like manually overflow onto this. So you're using that from the ship's reactor, not your own.
Okay.
So you're using either survey sensor or multi-region, and charge goes down to 2. And difficulty is 5.
Nope.
Actually, 1 second. There, right. You get 1 bonus die. Just roll an extra die.
Okay.
If you roll a 10, you'll succeed.
How do I...
Just
how
slash roll space D10.
Slash RD10.
Ah.
Slash R space D10.
Nope. Okay.
It's a 0.
So that's 0. Okay, so you're hovering over top of the crew. You see them down below you. What do everybody do now?
Get to the launch.
Are you getting a sample or getting to launch? You said you wanted a sample.
Oh, I thought I had a sample inside my suit.
Yeah, okay. I'll let you try to take a sample off your suit later. So you're all getting to the launch and then gonna fly up to ship?
Yeah.
Okay. So you all run to the launch and start to take off, I guess. What do you want to do this round, Liam?
I'll just assist my team in getting into the ship.
Okay, so you just kind of wait for them to dock. So next round, you guys come in. Can you roll alertness again, Liam? As the team is docking.
When we're docking, wouldn't I be able to have access to the ship sensors?
Once you're on board the ship and in the correct section or on the bridge, you do.
Is the threat dice 5 again?
Yes, but you don't get the advantage that I forgot to give you last time. So. Okay, so let's see, where are the sensors? The sensors are in the stern. You are coming in the launch bay, which is on starboard side. So once you're to the bridge, you'll have it. So you just get out and you go to the bridge probably, and the captain's sitting there on top of your chair, like a weirdo, Sequoia. And
Crouch like a bird.
And you don't have to roll for this. There's a group, one of the shuttle squadrons has shown up.
Oh no!
And is basically attacking you right now.
Not good.
Hey, only one! Fire!
Cool.
So what
Squadron.
which section is what station does everyone take this round?
I don't know, because the captain's in the pilot station, so...
The captain himself.
Well, you're small enough.
I was like... I mean, I could do others.
I don't want to make anyone feel...
You sit
Alright.
on his shoulder.
I
like
destroyed
a
everyone.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
gonna retake my piloting station.
I don't want to
Of
make you
course.
feel insecure, so
Okay. Which station do you... Adi, do you take your normal station, your weapons station? And Craig, what station do you take?
Shields or sensors? Where do you want me? Captain?
shields.
you go shield.
Shields.
There we go.
Okay, so a rule I didn't tell you about. If you decide, so at any time, you can take a defense action. What defense action means is you still do it as a compelled task, but you get a bonus at that. You just have to tell me what you're defending against specifically, and it's like you're waiting in a guarded stance, or you're calibrating the shields or whatever for the specific thing that's coming in.
Okay.
So if you're doing that, you'll basically get a advantage on that die.
Revenge.
But you don't really have a lot of time, so I'm not going to actually let you do that this round. I'm just telling you about the rule, Craig.
Yeah, he's saying we should do that probably.
No, you can't do that this round. I'm just telling you that it's normally a possibility. Next round, you'll definitely be able to do it, but because nobody detected these ships coming in because they were stealthing, you can't actually do that.
It's a surprise round for them. Are they going to get like a free hit on us?
No, there's no surprise rounds.
Okay.
That's built into like advantage and that sort of thing.
Okay.
Okay, so they are attacking the ship. Out of nowhere, the shuttles are showing up and attacking the ship. You can't do stuff that require you know exactly where they are because you're not exactly sure what direction they're coming from. You just know that you're being attacked.
Yeah.
What does everyone do? Who wants to do things first?
Well,
I mean, so we can't see them visibly yet?
Well, you know they're there, but you don't have like exact coordinations and knowing exactly the vector they're hitting and what section of the ship they're attacking and all that sort of stuff, right? We're being attacked, and we're being attacked from 45 degrees north.
Well, then I start visibly scanning, just by anywhere I can.
So you can still shoot them. I'm saying if you want to shoot them, you can.
Oh, okay. I attempt to shoot.
You want to have somebody scan for him first?
Hell no. I thought you were at Shields, bro.
Okay.
No, the captain is taking a station. It hasn't told us which station he's taking.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I said sensors, didn't I?
Why not?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sensor station. That's what I thought. I assumed because it's really the only one left.
You can't screw up 3 times in a row.
Okay. So, who wants to go first?
Scanner. Right?
Sure. Yeah. I'll scan.
Okay, so you realize something's coming in and what direction it's coming and all this stuff. It would be really nice to know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is perception, probably survey.
Okay.
Would he get a bonus if we went before him?
He would get a bonus if the pilot did something that would aid him. If he tried to... But if he's trying to evade them, you'll get a bonus.
Really?
So he's giving an action that should help the pilot, help the gunner shoot. That was what I understood from what you guys told me 5 seconds ago. So
cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm just going to raise the shields to full.
Yeah, you don't know what direction they're coming from exactly yet, so...
What's the threat dice?
The threat dice for this, because their cloaking fields are now are down anyways, is... That's the wrong guys. Is 4.
One success.
Nice.
Okay.
Wait. Wow. Good job.
Nice.
With 2 dice.
Yeah.
Got this, man. Told you.
Well, I mean, on the other one, I was doing 3 against 5, and I got 0 successes. So, yeah, I consider that positive.
Cool. Now the gunner can shoot.
Yeah.
And the flyer can fly.
Yeah. Pilot can do things. Do you want to shoot things first, or should I get the ship going?
Well, you're all moving simultaneously. We
I can
just choose... If he's going to take the aid from this detection, then he has to go next.
Alright.
Oh, by the way, you got to charge the ship's reactor because that was a desperate action.
Okay.
Nice.
So, pulse projection, artillery. I will spend charge.
Okay.
Uh,
Is there
I only
something
get
to,
one.
I don't know if you have anything to spend charge on.
Oh, you're right. I don't.
You guys didn't really upgrade the guns on your...
I never did. Okay.
Oh yeah, you have space targeter. Totally do that.
Space targeter. Where I can't see that. Where's that?
On the ship.
I thought that would be in
not
space.
shit. Oh,
Because
that's fine.
Firing.
That's right.
Because you're fighting ship to ship, so...
Right.
If it was a tank, then it would be surface targeter. If it was on,
It seems like we should all. I mean, like, if we're sitting at a table, we should probably all have a copy of the ship sheet, right? I guess.
Yeah, you pass it around. You have like this one sheet you share.
Um,
In here, you all have a copy. There's no reason not to have it open.
no, I know, but I usually don't have it open. I didn't realize. Yeah. So that gotta give me one, or does it give me two?
Gives you one. You can open it. FRS Auspicious.
No, yeah, I got it. Just normally I don't have it open. What's the threat?
And the threat is 4.
Oh. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at all those 6s.
Yeah.
Many 6s.
This is how I do it.
Okay, so 5
it's
successes.
going like this, but it's gonna go really quick.
You get to charge the ship's reactor.
Oh yeah, that's.
So if you didn't take it away, then it doesn't.
I didn't take it away.
You did or you didn't?
Didn't.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to
I
now.
took my own first.
And you're gonna do. You basically shoot one of the shuttles. So one of the shuttles gets injured and incapacitated. It's still flying with the others, as I said, like kind of like the dogs before, but it isn't helping them.
It's out of commission. Or
Oh.
out
It
of
flies in the way of the next shot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Take the shot.
Okay, so who's next? Pilot, I think.
Yes, very much so.
Shields always
Gonna
go
point,
last.
gonna point our bow towards the incoming shuttles and get some evasive maneuvers on, especially if there's any more coming.
Okay, you're pointing your bow towards them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That will make it difficult for the gunner to shoot.
Oh, well then. Well,
Just so you know.
I guess. I
Do
think we want to destroy them because it's just one. It's one section of shuttles currently. So.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
one squadron of shuttles. Destroying these, because you know that the carrier can carry 2 groups of shuttles. There's probably another one out there somewhere.
Yeah, but
If you
this isn't-
run straight into them,
we'll we'll point starboard towards them then, because that's where the guns are. Correct.
No, the
'Cause
guns
that's where
are in the
most-
stern. You guys
Stern?
put like everything on the
back.
stern. Yeah.
point. Yeah, that's why I said go through them, and then they can just shoot back at
Fair enough.
You can fly any direction you want. It's the spaceship, not
Oh,
an
I know.
aircraft.
They're not in the stern. They're in. Oh,
Pulse
they are.
array, stern.
Pulse array grav drive sensor. Okay, that's why I'm confused. All right, we'll point our stern towards them, and we'll take some evasive maneuvers, do some fancy flying.
Okay, cool. You point in so you're trying to evade them to try to make it so you can. Okay, cool. So you're basically trying to give a bonus to. You're trying to move quickly and give a bonus to your defense, right?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your
Alright.
pilot grav drive versus 4 difficulty.
What's on the ship would I be using? I guess grav drive orbital injectors?
No, atmospheric
No?
thrusters. You're still in
Atmospheric thrusters, which we don't have. Great. Alright, well,
You got all the dice on the skill anyway, so I'm sure you'll do fine without extra.
it's against 4 dice?
Yep.
Alright.
I don't know. What's your skill?
4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can get higher, like, because I put in all piloting. So
Yeah.
here we go. 0 successes.
Okay.
Well, that's it.
So they're like right on top of you, moving around to try to attack the starboard side.
All right.
So you'd have to swing the ship to help the gunner next round if you want him to actually be able to shoot. So that's what you sacrificed positioning.
Okay.
Okay. And they are shooting at you. So there's many little bursts of I believe we were saying they're like these little short-range missiles before. Like torpedoes almost. So if they're firing on the ship. So please defend yourself, Craig.
Okay. So I got 5 is what?
It's 4.
Yeah, that's great.
You can use, I believe it's kinetic deflectors against them, which you do not have.
Doesn't he also get? Well, I was gonna say he gets a bonus.
Just a second. Their rim. No, their energetic dissipators are used. They're actually firing. They're pulse weapons. They're firing on you, basically blaster weapons.
So energy dissipator, I can use that. Gives me 1.
Does he get a bonus from my piloting, or
Your
was it
failed
the-
piloting doesn't help them.
No.
All right. I mean, I had to ask.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I will use that.
Okay.
Why
That
not?
costs 1 charge, and you get 1 extra die. And they're right on top of you, so there's no advantage for their distance or anything.
Okay, so 6v4.
It sounds. I mean, you're rolling the. Yep. Don't forget to add the advantage for this, for the energy dissipator on the shields.
2.
Okay. So you defend the ship, and basically a barrage of pulses hit the shields, and they're absorbed by the shields, and the attacks continue. So next round, you're being attacked. There's kind of trying to stay on your starboard side, firing weapons at you. As we said, one of the shuttles definitely looks mildly disabled. It's just hanging with the rest, decreasing their effectualness. Who wants to go first? You can't really shoot them right now, Audie, because they are not in the right section of. They're on the other side of the ship. So.
Okay.
Well.
But
I
you
think-
could spin the ship and allow him to shoot.
I think that's what we'll do. We need to take out these shuttles.
Okay, so you're gonna like pull away and try to point the stern at the vessel.
Mm-hmm. So, grav drive, no advantages. Still, I'm assuming still 4 threat dice because we
Nope,
haven't.
3.
3. Good.
You've taken
All
out one of the shuttles. These are stock
Oh.
characters, just like the dogs were. So they kind of work together as a unit, and they die together as a unit, and all that sort of stuff. When you
All
take
right,
out
let's-
members, they're disabled. It doesn't mean necessarily they're dead and dropping. It just might mean
Right.
that they're not being effectual anymore because of injury. or
All right,
damage.
let's see if we can turn the ship around. 4 successes.
Okay, so you get to charge the ship's reactor,
All right, good. I will do that.
and you basically. Do you want to describe how you spin around and get them at the perfect range for being shotted at?
Sure. I basically just flip the ship. Well, they're attacking the starboard side, right?
Yeah,
All right. So
you can flip
I
it to
do.
that side.
Yeah. So I basically just flip the ship like 200. I don't know, what 270 degrees at that point.
Yeah, you
Either
like
90 or 270.
flip it like this or something.
Yeah,
so it
exactly. I
spins and
do like a
back.
full flip and a spin in order to get the guns trained right on them. They just were not expecting that kind of flying.
Yeah, and you're pulling away enough that they're kind of bunched together rather than just like being right on you. Yeah, because as long as they're in the same region, you don't have. It doesn't get any more difficult to target them because your pulse array's range is a region. So you probably pull away. Maybe they're a couple zones behind you because it's such your fancy flying. So you get advantage on this attack if you want to go next with the blaster, with the pulse array, Audie.
Yeah. Probably should do that.
So you can use the space targeter again if you wish. And the difficulty is 3.
I only get the bonus if I use it, or do I get it
as well? So you automatically you're getting 1 advantage from the piloting. You're getting an advantage if you use a charge to power up the space targeter.
Sure. I'll do that. So 2.
And the difficulty's 3.
Okay. 3.
Okay.
There you go.
You hit another one of them, and it looks disabled in much a similar manner. And
Nice.
they are kind of lagging back a little bit because you're kind of moving away from them at a quick speed. Sensor station, can you roll an alertness test, please?
Don't do it.
It's a trap.
What if he was just like, no?
Difficulty 4.
It's a trap.
Do it, Captain.
2 successes.
Boom. Okay, so you see the
Damn,
other
Cap.
squadron moving towards you from a completely different vector from the one the original was on, and looking to come to aid their friends here. They are like a couple regions away right now. Like, what is your sensor's range? They're basically at long range.
Don't we have like like some kind of
They're the next region, so
vision weapon, like missile?
you can get those, but you'd have to install them, and that's the launcher, which it gives you AoE projectiles like chaff, plasma mines, indictor mines, and
dude.
torpedoes. Costs like 9 supply to use a torpedo, though. So
That's when we've gone through a few contracts, maybe.
yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yes, you can see a whole selection of cool additions you can add to your ship, like a ram. Anyways,
We have like a border, like where we board the other ship or something.
Yep.
Like a torpedo or something.
so Craig, they were shooting.
torpedoes.
They are still shooting.
Yeah.
So please defend the ship.
Okay, so against 3 now, right?
Yep.
Please defend us, please. Please.
Craig, stop eating and defend the ship.
Dude, you ever see
Hold
Robotech,
it one time.
the American one, where they have the video game rollerball things in the ship, and they have just like these little shields, and they roll them around the ship wherever missiles are coming, so they have to like, that was awesome.
That is because they have a point defense system, which is actually lasers that shoot at the missiles and various things coming in.
Oh.
And that is aboard the STF-1, not the individual craft.
The SDF one, yes. It is.
There you go. So you defend the ship with a plum, and they start to peel off, looking like they're trying to trade spots with the other shuttles.
They better.
What do you want to do now? So one group's coming in, the other one's peeling back off, the hit and run, switch spots thing. And you are moving away from them at a decent speed. You're showing them your butt guns.
Don't we have the body of Minhir? Did we take him with us, or we leave him there?
Minha?
Minha?
Minha's very, very dead. You have one of his criminal minions.
That's right. We should
Yeah.
throw him out
Drugged.
the window.
On the launch. He's just kind of sitting on the launch. So you could run over there and throw him overboard if you wanted.
Somebody go check him. Make sure he doesn't have any kind of like device he's like clocking these guys on us.
We took it away from him, and he is disabled for.
You salvaged all his
24 hours.
stuff. You basically
Okay.
have a prisoner, and he's probably going to be unconscious for
Okay.
like 8 hours or something.
Okay.
It wasn't a full day.
Well, they install one in every one of them. They just.
let alone a day and 4 hours. I don't know why. A day and 4 hours. Days are 20 hours. It's metric, man. Okay, cool. So what are you guys doing this round? One group is peeling away. The other one is heading for you. And you got to be suspicious that the carrier might be coming this direction sooner or later.
Continue unloading.
Who do you want to shoot on? Shoot then.
I'm not the captain.
Hey, Captain. Captain.
Yes.
Are we continuing engaging these guys, or are we going? What's the play?
It's a good question. What do you guys think? This isn't a dictatorship.
Well, we need to. What else do we do here?
My next crew totally has to have the FRS dictatorship.
Are we done with this place? We're not done, right?
Not really, no. You
So
could
we need
hide again and then go do what you're here for, or you
Why don't we
could
try
shoot
to-
down that one.
I feel like we
You
should
could
just keep
cloak, get back
Why don't we try
around,
cloak
and
again?
unload.
So isn't one of our contracts to kill all these guys anyway?
Well, we have to.
Yeah,
it's kill 2 specific people.
No. We get stuff for killing any of them.
Just mark either, right?
Oh, okay. Well then.
These, right? We're pressing our luck a bit though with these guys.
Yeah.
So you really have the choice of you guys could run, and the one group hasn't engaged you yet, so you could cloak this round without having to also defend yourself simultaneously, which is difficult. And wow, it's getting dark over there. So you kind of have the choices of you could run, cloak, go hide, continue your mission, exploring the city and stuff. You could chase down the group that's trying to run from you, while trying to stay away from the group that's trying to chase you, or you could attack the new group. Those seem like the 3 choices.
I think we're gonna attack. We should.
I mean,
attack.
you could break Adno also, which would make you more maneuverable.
Yeah. If we are gonna attack, now's the time. Otherwise, we should just go.
Okay, well, you're the pilot.
All right. I guess that's true.
Let's
We're
take out a
gonna-
squadron at least.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's chase down that other squadron.
Okay, so there's one peeling off. You're going to you basically change direction, continue following, and you follow them instead. So they they're doing this. You're like here, and they're like looping away, and you're just like, nope. Follow you, and kind of Immelin after them. While the other group who was trying to head for you are going to have to follow in from the other side.
Exactly.
Roll.
Okay. Okay, so why don't you roll that maneuver and see if you can catch them? They're kind of fleeing, so
Sounds good.
Maneuver. It's French.
Maneuver.
pursue.
Pursue.
Pursue. Germanic. It's more Germanic.
Pursue's very French.
Pursue's also very French.
Is
I
it?
think Chase isn't better. Like
What's the Germanic version of?
Charge!
Charge.
Charge.
Charge is also
Is also French. Yeah.
It's also French.
Doesn't mean the same thing.
Charge. Anyways,
Marche.
Kill.
All right. We only have 2 charge on the ship, so in order to chase them with a tool, I'd have to use atmospheric thrusters, which we have none of.
you could blow it.
I could.
Then you just have to double crit and you'll get all those points back.
Yeah, exactly.
His head's gone. Oh my god.
Well, all we have is a head over here.
I'll save the charge for
I'm
our
good.
defense and our potential guns. So
Okay.
all right, what is the difficulty to chase these guys down?
2. Like I
Alright.
said, you've damaged 2 of them, so they're kind of a damaged squadron.
Limpy.
Here we go. 3 successes. Charge. the ship.
Okay, so you basically catch right up with them, and they're right in the firing area again. And the other group is still behind by, they're still at long range. So,
Oh, yours, Adi.
Do we get?
So take a shot, man.
take a chance.
Take the shot.
Take a chance on me. Okay.
So because of that crit, he gets a
He didn't crit.
advantage, right?
I
You do
crit.
get advantage, though.
I do?
You rolled 3 successes. That's a complete success. A crit is greater than 3.
Okay.
A double crit is even greater than that.
What's the threat?
The threat is 2.
Oh. This is pretty good. Oh, why?
Wow.
Yeah, that sucks.
So they get to charge your weapon for overcoming your desperate action.
I saw that. It was eventually going to happen.
Okay,
Alright.
so
Win some, lose some.
what do I do with this sort of miss?
So I wildly miss.
Yeah.
I gave you a perfect shot. How did you miss?
I don't know. It happened, though.
Okay, so let's just take 2 of these. Okay, so below you, out of the jungle, it turns out that they were fleeing towards the carrier. The carrier rises out of the jungle, out of the swamp, kind of hidden like you were, and it's right on you as well now. Okay. So,
Okay.
Yeah, I guess there's not really a sensors thing to do particularly. You could... Yeah, so defend the ship. You're being attacked by the squadron that is fleeing you right now. And the other group is still kind of out of range, but they're going to be chasing you next round. So, go ahead,
Okay.
Craig.
So what we got here?
So you're being attacked by that squadron that is fleeing you. They're basically firing
Okay,
at
so
you.
it's 2.
You chase them. So 2 difficulty.
Come on, Craig.
Awesome. So you get to
Nice.
charge that reactor. And your shields absorb their blasts as they fire at you.
Audie, did you use a charge last round?
No.
Okay, then we're overcharged.
I don't know.
No, we are.
The
That's
ship is
Oh.
overcharged.
Okay, cool. So you have coming up from below you. You now have a carrier, and you have a shuttle, a squadron of shuttles coming up from behind you. Well, to the bow. You have one basically coming up on the starboard of the carrier, and you have the one that's in front of you to your stern of the vessel.
Don't
What are
worry,
you guys
guys, I
gonna
got
do
this.
now?
great. They're surrounding us. You have them right where we
Yeah.
want to.
Exactly.
Can we try spinning the ship around and hitting all of them?
No, no
Death
death
Blossom.
blossoms.
Death
no
Blossom.
death blossoms. No death blossoms.
No!
Die, die, die.
So,
Don't touch that.
do you want to move into position to continue chasing the others while trying to keep the others kind of at a further distance?
I mean, we already engaged in this chase. We're gonna continue this
committed.
chase.
Okay.
We're killing those shuttles.
I think we should
Finish
close,
this.
but that's me.
Cloak.
I think
You'll
that
have a hard
time's
time
passed.
cloak. They're all like within range of shooting you, so you'll have to
I was about to say
defend
we're
yourselves.
we're basically surrounded, so it's gonna be a little bit hard to cloak unless we just totally abandon.
Yeah.
I start heading for the escape shuttle. I'm just kidding.
Don't abandon your post. Come on, man. But yeah, we're gonna continue chasing those ships.
You are. I'm gonna abandon.
I am. I, as the pilot, will make the ship continue chasing the shuttles because I'm drunk.
Okay, so why don't... It would make probably the most sense, because you're on the shuttles. You caught them last round. You rolled a full
Okay,
success. It would probably make sense. You could also, because you already have that, are you trying to keep the other ones out of range as you chase down those shuttles?
That would be good, so we don't get shot at.
So you'll just be... Because the way it works, once they're together, if you notice, when you're attacked by... I compound all your enemies into like a single attack that you're defending against.
Mm-hmm.
So, if they all caught you, I'd be using probably the carrier, or maybe the other one, to shoot at you, while they would get advantage from... Or you'd get disadvantage from each of their compatriots aiding them. So it'd basically be the carrier and both of them coming together, so you get +2
Ooh.
difficulty. So that's the way it kind of works, just so you know. So if you're trying to keep them at a distance, though, which would mean you'd have to go against the combined of the two you're trying to keep at a distance, then that difficulty, because they're kind of corral you in like 3-dimensional space, right? It's not a straight line.
Have we seen the carrier?
Yeah, you kind of saw the carrier pop up.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's what happened when he failed his shooty test.
Alright. Well. Yeah, getting out of here might be a good idea now we're a little bit more outnumbered.
Just keep them at bay. Let's take these shells down.
So it might make sense, I was saying, for our weapon station to shoot first.
Yeah, let's see if we can take
Make
those
like
shells out.
Han,
If we can't,
Audie. Shoot first.
yeah. Audie, fire first, and if we don't get them, we'll bail. And if we do get them, we'll still bail.
I'll get them.
All right.
Okay, so they still have some armor. You've just been bypassing it by doing a lot of damage. Every time you have hit.
Okay.
So, difficulties 2.
2? Okay.
You have to roll something, though, because the ship's overcharged.
Oh, the ship's overcharged?
Yeah, so you have to use your space targeter, which is totally appropriate. You get +1 die.
Oh, it is overcharged. Look at that.
So it's basically free.
So,
Basically free.
1, 2, right?
2 difficulty. You get the advantage of 1 from the space targeter.
Hey.
Ooh.
Boom.
Okay, so you do...
Bam, bam.
5v2.
You're going to do 1, 2,
Yeah, it's not a good
3.
roll, but it worked.
Literally that 10 buoyed everything.
Okay, so you finally... Because you were hitting so high, you actually bypassed their armor, so I didn't actually take their armor condition. So they soaked that with their armor condition.
Oh. Alright.
So they still 2 difficulty. But they pretty much... You're doing good. Anyways.
DR.
DR. At DR. Alright.
So
Well-
you want to keep them at bay.
Yep. I think so.
And
it-
one of the sensors things you can do a couple different sensors things, or you could do other things, like you could try to contact them, talk to them, trace them.
Captain.
We've already killed, like...
Hey! Stop shooting us!
Stop it!
Stop it!
Only we get to shoot here.
Yeah, it's a one-way deal.
Yeah, no, I'll just
Tell
put the
them
contacts.
the real enemy now is it's the dog statues.
Gun dogs. No, I'll jump on communication and be like,
No, it's the Beatles.
excuse me, excuse me. We just took down like three of your ships. You sure you want to keep fighting us?
Yeah.
Good cap.
So you contact them on comms?
Yeah.
Okay, so you still have your
Stop
tachyon
break.
comms going, and you
I just start breaking them down the thing like I'm their mother. I hasn't spoke to them in a while. They've been screaming my calls. I'm all hormonal, much like kids.
Excuse me, we have you surrounded.
As you're distracting them with
We are surrounded. Are you sure you want to
Greg is
not
uploading a
give
virus.
up here?
They have us surrounded, the poor bastards.
Okay, so
I
you
just had kids.
You-
You don't know what you're getting into.
you contact just someone aboard the ship.
Yeah.
just some dude.
You see a woman.
Oh no.
Kind of a grim-looking faced human, and she looks at you. Is like, I think we actually have you surrounded. I think you should surrender.
You don't understand what you're getting yourself into.
So, what do you say?
Your strongest fighter versus me on the ground now.
Yeah.
Yes, a duel.
1v1 me, bro.
1v1
What do they call it? Mexican
Good,
standoff.
yeah, totally. He walks
So,
out there, they blast
Everybody's
him with the
talking. Everybody's talking. Okay.
Alright,
So,
alright.
are you actually saying you're trying to challenge them to a duel?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna have to convince her of this. I don't know how.
Okay.
She's like, we have proper business to go do here. Why would I ever do that?
Why not? What have you got to lose if you got surrounded already?
Good answer.
We could just shoot you.
I mean, yeah, but where's the fun in that? Where's the honor? Aren't you supposed to be like liberators? Isn't that your whole thing? You shoot down somebody who got surrounded. Where's the honor in that?
Oh, the British accent makes it so much more heavy. I would surrender to him.
And here's us, just after cloaking, rushing in, and shooting him in the back,
All I could say.
She looks at you
blasting their guys on the ground.
and she she has a bit of a French accent. She basically looks.
Oh no, my mortal enemy, the French.
And she says, I am not here for some honor. I am here to get a job done. You support the corporate overlords of this
very true.
sector. They cannot have this place. We are going to find the alien artifacts. And you shall have to die, I think.
But what's your motivations for getting? Aren't they also fueled by greed and wanting it? Aren't you just as bad as the corporation to try and stop in your pursuit of these artifacts?
She looks at you. The Marquis de Roux is an organization that supports the people's rights in this sector. We are going to make a proper democratic institution that rules this place correctly. Hey,
I'm from Britain. We blew up the House of Commons because we didn't have fair democracy. But honestly, that's not how you go about democracy building. By killing a lot of people.
Yeah.
She's like, you're right. And then they shoot at you.
Damn it.
Wow, that negotiation.
I would have called for a roll, but I just couldn't. You didn't give me any reason not to do it.
I want them to 1v1 me. Why didn't I roll persuasion for that?
You have not yet rolled any sort of persuasion.
We stalled them long enough.
I didn't tell you to roll because I was waiting for a reason that I could, an argument that you were making. If you wish to tell me the argument that you're making. So let me describe her a little bit. She is a grim-looking woman. She seems slightly cautious and kind of fervent, and she is basically staring you down as you speak. You do, by the way, are overcharged on your personal reactor, so you do have to use something if you're to try to do this. So what is your reaction to this zealot that will convince her to back off or fight you one-on-one or something of that sort? Which is the actual thing you're trying to convince her of, and what's your case?
Hey, I've been annoying you enough by this point. Don't you want to fight 1v1?
So that's your case. Okay,
That's
so
my case.
you're trying to challenge her pride or something.
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to be difficult, I have to tell you.
Okay.
Okay.
She has no pride.
She got rid of that to do what she had to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do not think you actually share any factions with her or species with her of any sort. So you have to spend 2 charge and you gain 1 die because you have overcharge.
Okay.
And the difficulty is
What am I rolling?
7.
What am I rolling?
You said you were persuading her, is what you told me last time we talked. So
Okay.
it didn't sound
And
like a
that's-
lie. It was just
No,
sounded like
that's
you were.
That's an advantage of 1, is it? For the
Oh, he was definitely mine. We're gonna shoot him as soon as I pop
Yes,
out
you
of
get
that
you
thing.
get an advantage of 1 for the.
Maybe
That's
you are.
against
He
7.
isn't.
Okay. Let's see. 3 successes.
Holy shit.
Against 7?
Wow.
Really?
Get out of the ship! 1v1 me right now!
1v1 me, bro.
Okay. Wow.
1v1 me, bro, actually worked.
Holy.
She looks around. I'm trying to think.
Final
Okay.
destination, no items.
Okay. So
Exactly.
what? Here, I will explain why it was as hard as it was, despite the fact that you just won, which is crazy town. Her behavior is listed as careful, fierce, and zealot. None of which is, hey, let's just make a deal with random free spacers. She's
Let's
a veteran, and she's a leader. So all those things made your social task much more difficult. But you still managed to freaking succeed. So
I'm also a
Completely.
leader. You forget this.
she basically looks at her scope and sees her shuttles that are getting beat up, and looks at her man, and you can see her going through mental math on how many will kind of go down in her time. She's like, very well. Meet me here, and we will settle this
Okay.
in person.
That's why you're the
What
captain.
And so she basically links you or points you to a clearing in. She wants to be somewhere a
No
little bit
shuttles
further
allowed.
away.
Guys, drive through the direction. Oh shit. That's good enough. 1v1 me, bro.
Okay, she wants to meet you in on an island in the oceans nearby. There's a basically deserted island out there
Okay.
that she's pointing you to.
Okay.
So
Sounds scary.
the shuttle's kind of. Are you actually going through with this, or was that just a
Yeah.
distraction? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So they fly that way. You kind of separate. The shuttles move over towards the carrier. Did you put any sort of conditions on this? You're just going to meet her there for fair combat?
Yeah. No conditions.
No
Shoot it.
shuttles.
I feel like the obvious one would just be me versus her, so there wouldn't be any of her crew or my crew around, or within near enough distance to just shoot us from their ship.
Okay. So she says, "Okay, we will park our ship on this." She says it's like one beach, kind of swampy kind of beach area. You know, like it's basically a really long beach, and so when the tides come in and out, it gets filled in a little bit. She'll say they'll be over there. They want you on the opposite side, and she'll meet you at the top of basically the center in this kind of mountain hill kind of clearing. Basically, you're meeting at the bottom edge of a small volcano on an island in the middle of the ocean.
Sounds cool.
Okay, so you fly for a little bit. It's in the next world region over. You see the carrier. You see the shuttles have docked with it, and they're folded inside. And it is landing on the other side of the island. You can kind of see it at long sensor range. Are you just landing where they told you to?
Why not? Eh?
Because they'll blow us
And I
up.
see a nod from Sequoia, the one doing the actual flying. So yeah, okay. So you land in the water. It's kind of like the inside of a coral reef, so it's all full of sand. And there are these like weird kind of like cactus-like plants, a little bald cactus kind of flowing up out of the water and all over the island, kind of in these strips and bunches. So you kind of land in the water, and it's going to be a bit of a hike up to the area of the duel.
Okay.
A question that may seem a little bit out of place here. Could we get more samples while we're doing this? Because we're landing in basically on a coral reef.
Yeah, you can probably take some samples.
All right, cool. Just wanted to know.
Speaking
I
of
see.
which, I have Woof in me.
Oh yeah, he has dog. There's stone dog in him
Does he have?
in his EVA suit.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can also take sample there. So, as you're landing, Captain Liam Carter is your...
He's just getting ready. He's just pulling his armor on.
Yeah, you might want to make your EVA suit appropriate for combat.
Yep.
So, do you know how this
combat
works? I don't know if I went over this
I
with
think
you.
I bought combat armor the last time we went out, and I don't think I used it then.
Yeah, so you have combat armor on your ship suit, but you have both layers of your outer shell. Those can also be equipped with combat armor or pressure shells or a couple other things, while your inner life support gel does other things, like pathogen filters, plasma insulation, and radiation barriers.
The plasma installation be like for getting shot with a plasma rifle.
No, there's no such thing as a plasma rifle. There's pulse rifles. That would be combat armor. Plasma insulation is, say you fall in that volcano.
Mm-hmm. That'd be bad.
I mean, how honorable am I going to be here? Am I going to like fully deck out my armor?
I don't know.
I'm challenging her.
I mean, I feel like it's more like a tournament. Obviously, full armor, tilting at each other, that kind of thing.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what the terms of the duel are, so you guys have to.
You guys just said that the ships are further away and that you're going to fight this clearing near the edge of a
It's
volcanic
1v1.
crater. So
Yeah, it's a 1v1. So it
Maybe
could
have
be
a sniper
guns,
rifle.
could be swords.
I think you can fight any way you want.
I'm
so
fine either way.
you might want to put on the armor, man.
Yeah, I mean, so, okay, why is there 2 slots for the outer shell? Let's explain that to me.
Everybody has at least one of each slot.
Okay.
You have upgraded your armor,
Yeah.
at least according to this check mark. No,
Yeah.
that means you used it. Don't click those.
Oh,
So you use these when you burn them, and this one is clicked to show that you have it. It's just that. And then you can... So each of these costs 1 supply, so just use the supply every time you add one. You can swap them around for free, but you have to keep them every time you spend it. So supplies on the ship sheet.
yeah, I'm just looking.
So you have 1 life support gel slot that you can put at plasma insulation or pathogen filter or radiation barrier, if any of those.
I'll put it
seem
on plasma
appropriate.
insulation and then take off 3 from supply. So,
There
That
you
makes
go.
sense.
So that costs you
Supply.
3 supply.
Mhm.
And everyone else can also get their armor ready if they wish.
Already did.
1v1.
My armor is prepared.
Good, good.
I took 2 supply and replaced my combat armor.
Awesome. Okay, so are you guys flying the launch out there, or are you going to walk? It's not that far.
I'll walk.
Did I have to roll or anything for the stone dog sample?
Yes, you do. So we can do that first. So you're sitting on board the ship taking samples probably in the biolab. So let's look at your ship here, because there's one thing that you guys probably don't know, although Adi might have some idea. Paul probably has some idea for this.
What?
You don't have that update. So you also have, if you notice, you have ship modules. If you update your biolab, which you don't currently have, I'm just telling you how it works, you can use for 1 supply the biotank to help various biological things like medicine done in your biolab. These are different fittings. So you have the GravLab stuff, which is why you have a data core that's configurable and can give you bonuses for like hacking-y kind of programmer kind of stuff. So
It just occurred to me. I have
My
wings.
combat armor is damaged. Is there any way? How do I fix that?
You just remove the damage and charge yourself 1 supply for each thing you replace.
Okay.
When
I
did
feel, like
you
we should
get
go,
damaged?
I feel like we should go on the edge of the volcano, and then I should grab her, and we should both
Can't
tumble in, and then I fly out. That's all I'm right?
I think
all
that's a plan that you should keep for all our surprise.
Okay.
So
That's assuming she hasn't thought of it.
let's take the samples. So yes, it is a it's a biotech test. It's a biosciences agriculture test, and you can use your multi-tools, your biochem kit sampler to take the sample. Craig. And if you
I
want to
have
get
a
off the
biochem
ship
kit sampler.
and take anyone else, you can also do that.
Oh, yes, I do. Okay, cool. Then yes, I will do that. What's
Yeah.
the difficulty?
And the difficulty, take a basic sample. 1 second. I'm going to say it's 3.
Okay, just taking the sample right off my armor.
Yeah, 2 then. No, but it was in there. There's not a lot of stuff to choose from, so that's why it's 3. It is 3.
Okay. Using that charge.
Okay.
Got it.
Nice.
Okay, so you can add that to the list of things on cargo.
Okay.
So each of these, and we should put them on the contract sheet. Don't let me forget. So was someone else taking a sample too? I think Sequoia mentioned that he wanted to go take some cactus samples.
I was just asking if that was possible because I have no ability to do samples. I literally have a 1 in biosciences.
I'll go do some more samples.
All right, cool.
Okay, so I think if you're going to do that, that took you a little bit of time to do that. What is everybody else doing while he's doing the first sample? Are you guys just walking up with the captain for this combat,
Well,
or?
I was basically
Well-
saying that that's what I'd be doing while we were flying there, since we didn't have to man anything.
Well, the other sample
Okay.
is from the coral that's there.
Yeah,
But
well,
yeah.
the plant sample would be the most common and voracious plant species in the general area is actually the cacti that are breeding up the planet all over this entire area. They're underwater. You see these cactuses and stuff, and they kind of grow off this coral. The coral seems to like it might be some minor version of that or something.
As Liam is walking over, he's checking his multi-tool, making sure it's working properly. Just doing general maintenance.
I will take a sample.
Okay, so what is everyone else doing? Paul, what are you doing? What's Audie doing? Tell me. Are you going with the captain, or are you hanging around with these nerds taking samples?
Yeah, I'll go back up. with the
Nerd!
Nerd.
I'm gonna go fight him with my fists and collect samples.
You got kids to think about now, dude.
16 of them. One
Now
of them will be
Sequoia,
the captain
now
of my
Sequoia
fist.
has to decide which she'd love to see this duel because duels are rare, but like also having to be near the Marquis de Rue, who are probably going to try killing them later.
I'll go with the
Depends
captain.
on how horrific I make her death.
I think, you know what? Screw it. We'll go with the captain. It'll be fun.
Okay, so
You're
you're
going to hang back at the ship.
One of my 16 kids are there in the crowd going,
I should actually no. I should stay with the ship. I'm the pilot. If we need a quick getaway, I should be there.
Okay.
I'll stay with the ship.
So the two
I'm
of you are
sorry.
hanging out with the ship, while the 2 more warrior types are walking up across the thing. So
16 kids are cheering for me.
Craig, you can roll to take a sample. It's similar roll. There's a lot of things to take the sample of, so it's 2 difficulty. And I can tell you something about the planet, and then we'll go to the description of what's going on with the other team.
Oh, I could do that if I have the range.
Who rolled what? Oh, Craig. You managed to fail. You didn't spend to get advantage, did you?
I didn't. One sec.
Did you want to?
Yeah.
You just forgot.
Yep. Just like I
Just roll a
did it
die
last
10.
time.
So make sure you spend and then roll a die 10.
And nothing.
Yes, you failed. Okay, so you spent a bunch of time mucking around with cactuses, getting poked, and it's really hard. So you're looking at these cactuses. They're kind of these odd crystalline cactuses.
I
They're
thought I was
this
getting coral samples.
yeah, they're these kind of pink color, and as far as you can tell, they are related to the coral. It looks like when they die, they become this like coral-like material. Because you see some of them, because when you kill a couple, they deflate and become hard like the coral. But you can't get a proper sample. You keep ruining it. It's problematic.
Rip.
All this giggling. Okay, so you guys you're walking through this forest with these cactus pile bundle things. They're like round cactus like this and kind of this pinky color, and they tend to stick together and they form these like helix like trees of cactuses, and they're growing all the way up over the island. And the island has these like hard rocky areas which you would know from what I just said are probably made from the dead cactus areas. And there's rocks and everything, and then there's old lava flows that are really hard, and a few of them are still kind of warm as you weave your way through the island and find your way finally to this clearing. So you see it's a mildly large clearing. A good half the clearing it has this large crater. It's like a hot spring, volcanic spring. So there's like volcanic spring water pumping up and down. The water is kind of slightly odd color, kind of an orangey color at points, and it's like kind of spraying, and it's super hot in there. There's tons of steam pulling up over that area. And on the other side of the clearing, you see a group of humans, and at the front of them, this woman who she's like checking her armor and cracking her knuckles and waiting.
Well, what happened to that 1v1?
Since when is there armor in a duel? Come on.
Hey, nice.
Says the person who also has armor.
Well,
I didn't disagree.
I'm not doing.
Hey, Artie. I know I'm
I
used
feel
to it, but
naked.
I appreciate you coming with this.
Like Beowulf. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
So she leaves
If the
her.
other guys intervene, shoot them.
Got it.
What did you say?
I said if the other guys intervene, shoot them.
Okay. So they're kind of standing on the edge, and they're talking to her. And when she sees you, she starts to walk into the clearing. And I think we should take a break there. It's 8 o'clock. And we'll come right back to a duel with the Marquis de Roux.
1v1 me pro.
However, it turns
Awesome.
out it'll be cool.
How did that work?
So we'll be
No
back in a
idea.
few minutes. 20 after 8. Sounds
All right.
good?
Mhm.
So sounds good.
20 after whatever hour it is in your particular time zone.
15
Okay.
minutes from now.
5 past
15 minutes from now. Okay, see you guys later. See you in 15.